Good morning, everyone. I'll talk about ANVS in a second. Looks like it might even be breaking out higher here again. We've been snagging a few pre-market trades on this one so far. Could be the break. Yeah, this looks pretty healthy. Let's just get started here. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream. We first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a good start to the day and ready to go. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of July, and it's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 15 minutes before the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up trading sometime after 11, usually 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the video description below for some FAQs. And let's dive into what we're trading today. So I have a few trades so far on ANVS, our lead gapper on the day. It's up right now 150%. This looks like a pretty healthy breakout here. This time I made some changes because yesterday, I know a lot of you guys are making fun of me because I was not holding through my positions with, what was that ticker? AYRO. And that's because I was lacking the conviction behind that trade. I just wasn't really hot about it. To me, it was overextended. I didn't really feel like I would really want to be trading it. So I was really shaky with my entry. So today I was like, hold on, let's back up a little bit. Clearly the thing I need to work on today is my conviction a little bit. So ANVS, really quickly here, this thing's gapping up, 150%, 4 million float, really nice US biotech with micro news. Phase 2 was recently approved. So they can begin some Parkinson's and Alzheimer's testing. So really, really nice there. Good catalyst. And I really liked it. And I actually, on my Google Sheets, and I'll upload this on tradejournal.co/connect probably later today or this week, I made a conviction ranking. How aggressive should I be trading kind of grading sheet? If this is like above, I don't know, 6 or 7, I should be a little bit more aggressive in my trades. So there's basically 10 criterion to give a stock 1 out of 10. And ANVS had a criterion of 9. You could maybe debate 8 or 9. So it had a float under 50 million, check. Float under 10 million, check. Has micro news, check. Has a macro trend? No, it does not have a macro trend. It does not have something like the EV kind of stocks that have been flying. So it doesn't have that. Strong spike history. Well, if we check here the chart, this one, not a lot of spikes here. This is actually a fairly new stock with not a lot of spike history. So no, does not have spike history. It is not a former runner. Right now we are at like, what were we at? Like $9 or so. So now it's, this could be its first spike day. So this is a new stock. So that's a nose. That we have 2 no's out of 10. Does it have room to run? Well, we have highs here in this area from 9 to kind of 10.50, which, when I was looking at this originally, we were down here. This was a yes. Now we have some resistance. So it's kind of a no, but I'll give it a yes because if we break this area, we have huge room to run. So that's a yes. Is it a fast rate of change? Yes, this ticker is flying. I mean, we're up 150% today. Sometimes these 3 candles in a row give you 10%. That's pretty okay. It's pretty decent. So yes, fast rate of change, ideally between $2 and $7. It was when I was trading it. Overall, are the markets stable? The SPY is down 0.5% today. That's totally normal. Yes, I would say. It's not like, the whole market selling off and we're having large caps doing bottom bounces or something crazy like that. And are we seeing healthy pre-market action? Yes. So those 10 criteria, and I could print out the sheet or, post it for you guys, and I will. But those 10 criteria, ANVS meets 8 of those criteria, possibly 9. So because of that, and ANVS was our lead gapper, I said, hold up, I am going to trade this a little bit more aggressively, and that's what I did. So coming back here, we had our initial, big fat breakout here from 7.5. I missed this whole run up, but when we were starting to pull back, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy this dip here. I bought the pullback, and then we ran up here higher, and I sold. This was like a 9% move. So boom, there you go. That's the typical. That's actually a little bit beyond the typical move I'm looking. I usually take profits by like 8% max. So a 9% trade is a really, really nice way to start off the day. Again, I was looking here. I knew this one had 8 out of the 10 pointers I'm looking for pre-market. We're trending over VWAP. Everything's looking good. I bought a potential breakout here. It didn't happen. We didn't pull back that far, only about 3%. I was like, I could cut my losses here, but then I bought a little bit more, and then we pulled back up, and I sold this one for a small profit as well. Then here we had a breakout. I bought the breakout. It pulled back. It didn't complete the breakout. I was up like 3%, but then I got kind of shaken out here. So this was a loss. So 2 wins, 1 loser pre-market. Not the worst way to start the day. I'm pretty happy. But like I said, I was building up my conviction behind the move, because yesterday with AYRO, God, I forget these tickers all the time. Let me quickly check here. Former gappers, AYRO. I did not have that conviction when we were trading it, and I should have, because a lot of AYRO was really, really nice. And I called out all these things, but I don't know. I was lacking that kind of flow. Not to mention on Monday, like I never really like getting aggressive on a Monday, which is totally irrational. And it's, it shouldn't really be always the case. I got to trade the market really that's in front of me. I shouldn't be overly biased, because maybe Monday's going to be the hottest day of the week. You just don't know. Statistically, it's not, but you just don't know. So that was kind of my logic behind ANVS today and why I held it a little bit longer on some of my moves. So hope you guys can maybe take something away from that. Hopefully that's helpful for everyone. Well, that's enough ranting for me. I'm ready to go home now. Wait, I'm already home. All right, so ANVS out of the gates. Obviously, we're going to be watching this one. It's the lead gapper on the day. We have SINO, but I think this looks like a reverse split. I'm not totally sure. It just kind of popped up here with no volume, so I'm not sure what's going on with this one. I probably don't see a reason to trade it. I don't know. I'm not sure why there's no volume here. So I think it's a reverse split, but I'm not seeing any reverse split announcements. CRVS, another lead gapper on the day. This one pulled back really hard, 40% plus. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of stocks that pull back over 40%. So let's see how I treat this one. They do have vaccine news. CRVS, that actually brings me to Nova. 2-year distribution pack for pain shield devices. I'm not really sure what that is. 150%, pulling back 38%. Be a little bit careful with that, guys. Usually means something shady is going on. Yeah, $4 seems to be an important pivot zone. $3 as well. So yeah, NAOV has a catalyst. That's good. Let's see here, phase 2-year deal, pain shield devices. What are pain shield devices? Anyone know? I have generally no idea what that is. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just read here quickly. Exclusive agreement, ultra pain products, medical equipment. Ergonomics. So it must be something you wear, maybe like a brace or something like that. Did I see UMRX yesterday? No, I did not, but we could quickly pull it up. NAOV, guys, 4 million shares outstanding. That's really nice. Let's see here. So it was gapping up quite a lot, but just pulling back aggressively. Just keep that in mind. The pullback here of 35+%. Strong, big red flag. Nice little breakout here on UMRX pre-market here, kind of ripping on up. 20% up on the day, not too much. Definitely some resistance above it. Yeah, what a huge run this thing had, huh? Absolutely crazy from 50, 400%. What was the news on this one, UMRX? Price target to $4. Private placement. They had an acquisition. Another 3 minutes till the market opens. Market opens. Nice, Komar. There's a lot of news about this company going on. We'll see what the lead gapper is today and really kind of review it again. Capital acquisition. And the $4 price target never hurts. It's not up too much right now. A lot of stuff just selling off. FTEK, I have a limit order around $1 on this one. I'm not sure if we're going to get a pullback. I have it on my second screen. Might remove it. I don't know. UAVS popping up pretty hard here right before the market opens. Nice move. CRVS trying to pop higher here. So out of the gate, I'm going to be watching ANVS for sure. And then we'll see kind of where we go from there. I wouldn't be surprised if ANVS try to rip above the 9.5. That's kind of what my thesis is right now. Let's see if the $9 holds at the market open. We've already had kind of 3 pretty serious moves on this one. I would not be surprised at all if we had a very, very wicked kind of pullback, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised either if we broke through the $9, kind of $10 zone. Remember, we were talking about kind of 10.50 as well. Here, kind of 10.60 is that pre-market high. So we don't want to forget about that. Definitely some big support at $9. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. Breaking higher, so far so good. Broke the 9-minute. Remember, it's already up quite a bit, 140%. Not too bad for a biotech. Quickly pulling back. Could be breaking 9. Big support there at the 9. Whew, what an open. Markets are all generally red, like we'd said earlier. Breaking the 9. So broke below VWAP. Got to watch out with that. Bit of a doji candle so far. Lots of selling volume here. Tried to break higher, did not work. This could be a retest. I'd be careful. It is at halfway point though of the last candle. That is somewhat of a bullish sign. Could be breaking higher. Maybe it's going to have a retest here at 9. This looks pretty healthy. Could, yep, here we go. Broke out, pulling back. Maybe we can get an entry here at 25. Let's see. Pull back to 33. Possible breakout. Got an entry here at 42, looking for the break of 9.5. Just had the breakout, but I did not remove my limit order in time. Here we go. This could be the break of 9.6. It's tough trading early, the first 5-10 minutes with TOS, so I'd rather be very careful on this one. Took a small profit, probably no more than 2 or 3%. I didn't want to give it more than one chance to break out. I wanted instant resolution on that one. FTEK guys breaking higher here. FTEK with a big breakout, watching ANVS closely. ANVS leak gapper on the day, followed by CRVS, which is having a pretty decent little move here so far. VWAP kind of showing some resistance, 13% though. UAVS pulling back. FTEK right here. Just got an order on FTEK. Didn't get a proper position fill here. Only 346 shares were filled. I'm going to close out this order. Big move on this one, just didn't get my position filled. Clicking join the ask for easier resolution. Okay, we're out of this trade. Again, this would have been a really nice, really nice trade if we got that full execution. Could have been like, whew, that could have been really nice. You know, 70, 80 bucks. It was about a 6% trade, so not too bad. Could keep breaking out higher here. ANVS, guys, still pulling back. FTEK breaking 1.3 right now. Boom! Yeah, that would, if we had a full size and it held, that would have been a beauty. Oh man, look at this thing go. Up 13% on that breakout. Whew! It's making me all crazy. I got so many feelings right now. All right, so we got FTEK with a super nice breakout there. We bought the dip on it. Unfortunately, we did not get a full size. I had 1,500 shares here to be filled. I only got 346. So I was too conservative with that dip buy. Although it even says it went lower, so I'm not totally sure. I don't know. I'm not totally sure like how we didn't get a full fill. That's maybe just TOS. I don't know. ANVS, guys, is totally halted right now. Good call, Selena. Exit CVRS. I'm not too interested in CVRS. It had a nice little red to green move here. Would have been really hard to kind of get right though. Went up 14%. I don't know, guys. You guys know I really don't like stocks that pull back over 30% from pre-market highs. Usually means there's big sellers, there's something going on that's not right. I would not be touching CVRS. I could totally be wrong, and sometimes I definitely am about that. But so far, I would want to see CRVS prove itself, break back above VWAP, and then I would probably trade it. But till it does that, I'd be nervous. I don't know. It's hard to say what's going to do. I would not want to really see this thing break much more below 4. We have, you know, $5 as key support. We have kind of this 4.5 zone as key support. So ideally not really break that. Do I think FTEK can hit $2? I don't know. Pre-market high of 1.6. I'd want to first see a break of probably 1.5 and then see the break of 1.6 before we could start talking about $2. Big volume on though, guys. It looks pretty healthy. Big buy volume specifically. Let's go back to ANVS. It's going to open up pretty soon here. It's 9:39. It got halted at 9:35.45. So think about that for a second. It's going to probably open up in 5 minutes. So basically another minute. Another minute here. Let's maybe think about FTEK here for a second. Actually, okay, we have a little time. Nice low float. That's always good. It was up about 80% pre-market and pulled back about 30%, which is just right there on the kind of boundary limit. $25 million shares outstanding. I would have to check the catalyst on this one. All right, but first, actually, what's this catalyst? Totaling, secures equipment orders. Okay, gets equipment orders. That's good. Okay, we're about to open up here. Halts on the way down, oftentimes continue, but this is already a pretty mean sell-off. I wouldn't be surprised if a bounce here. Already up 5%. Let's see where it goes. I'm not going to be jumping on something halting right now. That's up 113%. Whew, ANVS pulls back again. CRVS. This is looking good for CRVS, guys. This is looking really, really good. Like I said, if we start breaking above VWAP, I would probably consider getting back in it. I'm going to throw it up on my second screen. I was totally ready to discount it, but here we go. It's back in the game for sure. Big volume coming on this one as well. I'm going to put alert here, see if it starts breaking higher. $7.83 now is the open low. No bad news on ANVS, just big sell-off. $85 is definitely acting as a bit of support in this area. Low of 89. Weak bounce so far. It needs a bit more momentum coming in. Yeah, UMRX back in action, third lead gap around the day. Lot moving, guys. There's a lot of stuff moving. CRVS pulling back, possible break of VWAP. ANVS back in the 80s. Let's see if it's going to pull back any further here. Is that low of like 84? CRVS pulling back as well. This looks like the break. Almost entered this one. Still thinking ANVS could break that 7.9, 7.8 even, but it's tough to say. CRVS pulling back. There's a lot of consolidation in this zone. Here we go. Breaking again. Ooh, that was what I was worried about. %6 move. That's a pretty serious move, guys. What are you trading TROP for? I'll have to check out that one in a little bit. ANVS is still pulling back here. Had a break of a bear flag. Don't really see a reason why I'd want to trade it just yet. CRSV with a 5% bounce. Let's quickly check out here what else is popping. I got ANVS on my other screen just to kind of keep an eye on it. We got CRVS. That was the little bounce. Kissed VWAP again, kind of a retest, which isn't ever my favorite to see. UMRX, not really holding this area too well. Big resistance, multi-month, second big green day. $4 price target. A lot of news on UMRX just kind of across the board. I mean, total reason to be up. It's probably up already quite a bit. Decent volume. UAVS pulling back, backside. GEVO. Big bottom bounce from yesterday. NOAV, NAOV. Yeah, FTEK, man, this one we could have done so much better on if we just got that full fill and then we held it a little bit longer. But, you know, it is what it is. How come you guys are looking at WKHS? I mean, this is clearly on the backside of a move. Unless you're looking for some big dip buys or something like that, I probably wouldn't be trading WKHS. I gotta say though, it had a nice move out of the gates, 10%, you know, red to green move. Just guys, just, you know, make sure you always look at the daily chart. I mean, this thing clearly on a potential big backside of the move. Right now it's at the 15-minute EMA, so it could be bouncing off this zone. Could see some support, but I don't really see a reason I'd want to day trade this one. PDSB, this was a former runner we were trading. Totally just, you know, ripping it this morning. This looks pretty good. Right now it's on the backside of an intraday move after a really, really nice open here. 43%. Thanks, Sharky. Nice move, man. Look at Sergey taking action. Who'd you report to the FTC? ELGX. A lot of stuff. ANVS, guys, pulling back up. This is looking kind of interesting. I'm a little nervous with ANVS. You know, had a lot of kind of pulling back here consistently. 6% move though. I don't know. I don't really like trading stocks that were just halted. But I gotta say, AYRO, wow, honestly, it's crazy. For the fact that this thing has got offerings multiple times on the way up, it's making pretty interesting moves. It's pretty insane. Like, I find it really, really crazy that it still has energy into it, in it. I probably would have not traded it this morning. 29, 30%, just absolutely wild, huh? Watch out, ANVS is breaking up, but I'm a little bit nervous how it's breaking up. I probably won't be trading ANVS until it's back above VWAP. I'm not totally sure, undecided, but just a thought. We'll see what happens. AYRO. Yeah, man, I don't really see myself trading this one. 650. I think a lot of people are going to be weary with AYRO just because of that halt. I mean, that offering yesterday. Don't want to get stuck in an offering. So I don't know. Maybe I would trade this one, but I probably wouldn't trade it past 1030. Here goes ANVS rocketing. So to me, it needs to break back above VWAP. Until we see it break back above VWAP, I probably won't be trading it. But it's never guaranteed. You know, if I see the right thing in the order book on the level 2, it goes quick. It's hard for me to always call out, but that's just kind of my initial thought. What's up, Corey? Yoo-yoo. Hopefully his setup will arise. This could be the move back above VWAP. It had pretty decent volume here on that breakout. Boom, ANVS breaking higher here. This is looking pretty sweet so far. I was a little bit too conservative with that initial move here, that bounce. I should have been getting long here at, you know, above the 50s, 750s, especially after a nice pullback that we had here of 20%. I'm going to fill up my lemonade. Be right back. Yoo-hoo! Wow, ANVS, guys, breaking back higher. It is back in play. This is looking good. Remember, guys, if you liked the pre-market trades and the activity we had out of the gates, the call-outs, don't forget to drop a like, guys. I really appreciate it. If you're totally new here, don't forget to subscribe, join the community, hit the bell icon. We go live every morning at 9:15 to trade the market open after reviewing the watch list. It's really, really good fun. Then we come out with a recap video later in the day. ANVS halted. I hope some of you guys snagged that reversal. I gotta say, the reversal was much stronger than I would have anticipated. But remember, my conviction is at level 8 to 9. So I should have been probably more aggressive on it. Let me check. Let me quickly check TROP, Heiko, that you traded. TROP, I can't find that ticker. Post the recap on it when you can. I'll definitely check it out. I'm curious what happened. CRVS, our second lead gapper on the day. Still haven't seen like a really clean setup. So I haven't really traded. I haven't traded this one. Let's just be honest. I haven't traded it. So I don't know if I will. A lot of selling volume here on that last spike to the upside. Nice, Heiko. Did you get the ANVS halt? Congrats, man, if you did. Drop. Drop, D-R-O-P. Crazy ticker. Well, I mean, you could make a lot of money, I guess, off something like this for sure if you get a fill. Oh, okay. Let's do let's do tickers with capital letters. Ooh, that was confusing. I was like, what is going on here? Yeah, I got you now. Thanks. This will be a good open. Let's see here. That halt started at 57, so it's going to be 10:02:16 roughly when it opens. Woohoo! This is going to be good fun. I feel like I don't even know what to do now till 10:02. I'm just like, okay, so the markets are recovering a bit. That's good. Dow Jones recovering the slowest, NASDAQ the hardest, which means the tech sector. NASDAQ's doing overall the best. GNUS at $2. I don't know. I really have not been following GNUS too much. Big backside of a move. It's already over $2. We'll hit 2. Oh, hit $2 on the way down. Probably, most likely. FTEK setting up. Oh man, there's a lot to watch right now. It's tough to say. All right, guys, we're going to see an open here in just a few moments. Quick dip and then a instant rip. 4%. It's a little bit high, but here we go. Whew. I don't know if I would be buying this one just yet. It's definitely back in play though. I didn't really think this one would be halted as much as it is. Breaking higher here. These are big moves. Nine finding some support. That was a lot of sell volume though at the open. Makes me not really want to buy this one. Could get halted again. Back above the 9. I'm going to try to get an entry on this one. Could rip here higher. Whew, that was the most hectic breakout trade on my end. Got 30 cents. Could have been such a bigger trade. But I am not complaining. That was really quick. I wanted to see a quick pullback, but I didn't like that this thing went red right away. Made me think we might get halted again on the way down. Ah, sold way too early. Whew, that was an intense one. Ripski, that was a huge Ripski. Where's the Dipski? That's the big question. Thanks, Michael. Although, I'm not going to lie, that was, I don't know what I would call that trading. That was a bit of yesterday in a nutshell. I like the move. I probably should have got aggressive under the $9, but I wanted to see momentum come back. And once we saw momentum come back in 9, I said join the ask. I basically bought kind of aggressively at 0.5. And, then the price, I should have maybe sold into that peak, but it was really hard. It was a quick mover and it left a lot of money on the table, that's for sure. Yeah, easily like 5-6%, but I'm not complaining. That was intense. I don't like trading halts usually either. Nice, Dave. Nice moves. Here it goes again. Whew! Now I'm having a little bit of FOMO. Let's just let's just put that on the table. I need my FOMO shirt. It's not even in the store yet, but I want to order it already. Man, that break from 7.5 was really really a nice one, huh? Whew, man, this thing is going. Sold too early. Mids. If I'm saying your name right, M-I-Z. That's a good idea. I sometimes try to do the half position size thing, but somehow it doesn't work for me that well. It's like every time I do the half position size, I get skunked, and then every time I don't do it, it's like, well, I should have done it. So I don't know. It's a tough thing. But yeah, scaling in and out of positions, especially out of positions, I need to work on much more. CRVS, guys. Wow, what is this? 936. Some news came out. Nice, Heiko. That's what I like to hear. Ooh, big rejection on CRVS. This spike was just absolutely wicked, huh? 21%. Could see a second move here. Quick pullback on ANVS. Ooh, ANVS pulling back really hard. This thing might get halted. That was a really strong sell-off here. This could get halted at any moment. I almost feel like some bad news came out on ANVS, but I'm not seeing any because this thing, ANVS is halted. I think people might get a little nervous with ANVS with these halts coming in like this. CRVS, people might be jumping over to this one any moment. BLU. I don't know. I have not been looking at BLU. It's not on my scanner. I'll pull it up for a second, but I want to keep an eye on CRVS. BLU pulling back here. Oh, I have no idea. This thing's sold off so hard. I have no idea why. I'm typically looking at stocks that are the top gappers, not the top stocks pulling back, which is a good it could be a good strategy if you understand it and but it's not what my strategy. But it's bouncing, and I mean, after selling off so much, sometimes those are really, really nice bounces for sure. Here we go, CRVS, FTEK. Let's see this one quickly. Yeah, FTEK had that bounce off of 1.2. Good call out. I know you, somebody was calling it out earlier. Nice move from here, 7%. Not as thickly traded at $11 million volume so far, but it's over 10 million. That's usually like my criterion. Michael, sorry to hear, man, but you'll recover. Hopefully some good lessons at least. Market's still on their way to recovery land. 10, 15 and 20 seconds. ANVS is going to open up. That's going to be an interesting open for sure. Nice, Corey. Whew. That's what I like to hear. 13% winner. That's a savage old win. CRVS still pulling back. New minutes about to start. Could see a little bit of a bounce here on this one. No, didn't get it. ANVS opening up. Another pullback here. Wow, that's quite the sell-off. Swing trading is when you hold a stock overnight, or at least longer than a day. So market closes and you're still holding a stock. Could be 1 day, 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If you buy and sell in the same day, it's defined as intraday trading. then you are day trading. CRVS. Still looking all right. Could crack the VWAP zone. There we go. That's not what we wanted to see. Yep, that's why I'm doing it, Larry, for sure. Buying breakouts is so tricky. I've yet to nail it myself. Sorry to hear, man. I think CRVS might still have a chance to shine. It's been a little tricky to trade, I feel like. I wanted to buy somewhere in this area as well, but I wasn't really too convinced at any one moment. Thanks, Larry, man. Welcome to the team. Thanks, Kyle. Let him know. I'm still watching ANVS. I think it's just pulling back. I have yet to see like an entry I really want, maybe below 8, but I don't know. It's tough to say. I can't believe CRVS is coming back here a little bit. Still not really convinced. ELGX, dang. Now those are some numbers. Larry, definitely check out the link in the video description below. The first link /connect. I got a foundation video series and some good stuff for you to kind of get caught up to speed with what we're doing here. I got a few more videos coming on the foundation series. I think I got like 10 videos out about it, but I got like 10 more in the making. Yep, tradejournal.co/connect. CRVS is a real trickster here. I wanted to buy a dip on it. Then it kept pulling back. Then it broke VWAP, which I was really not wanting to see. Now it's back here at 95. Could even break 6, but just very unusual. Corey's back in. there's a flat top kind of at $6 that maybe we will see a move higher. 10.21, guys. It's definitely been a bit more unorthodox to trade this one. At no point can I look back and be like, that's a good setup. Maybe this micro pullback here at 5.5. Maybe. Getting a pullback right now, CRVS. And breaking higher again. Yeah, should have been a bit more quick on that one. That was a possible second setup. That was not too bad. Nope. It went to 893 pre-market though. I like the fast rate of return on CRVS. It's really nice. Let's quickly give CRVS a conviction ranking. So CRVS float of 23 million. So it has a float below 50 million. That's 1 point. Does not have a float. Just dropped my pen. Does not have a float under 10 million. Has micro news. Macro trend of coronavirus stocks. They've been pretty hot. Strong spike history. Definitely has some decent spikers, has some decent pullbacks. Here's like a multi-day run here. Doesn't have too much spike history. I wouldn't really give that as a strong point. But we do have, this multi-day run here. That's kind of nice. We do have a gapper here. So I'll give it strong spike history. And do we have room to run? For sure. I mean, I think, this $6 zone is big resistance here, but we can maybe see break that area, maybe go into the 8s. 675 is a key zone here. So definitely room to run. Fast rate of change and between $2 and $7. Overall market stable. Healthy pre-market action? No. So this one has 8. Actually, that's pretty high, I gotta say. So CRVS should be probably a little bit more aggressive on this one. Heck is going crazy on CRVS. Larry, there's nothing wrong with not trading for a day. See what you can learn. Tomorrow there's going to be total new opportunities. Okay, so let's see. I'm back here. It's 10:26 a.m. Let's see what we get. ANVS just had a nice little dip. this study indicator called PPS. Oh my lord, I don't know what just happened on my chart. Are these the little blue dots that kind of pop up here? That's kind of interesting. I wonder where they're popping up. What's the PPS indicator stand for? Possible breakout setup or possible pullback setup. Personal pivot study. All right, thanks Renee. I needed that. It's hard to use the PPS with VWAP and the 15-minute EMA. Actually, with the 15-minute EMA, I mean the 9-minute EMA is really the one that's in the way because now I have 3 lines and it's very, very hectic. Yeah, it looks like it's a slower moving average that goes over a longer moving average, and basically when those look like they're going to cross, or when they cross, it looks like the PPS gives signals out. I might be wrong, but that's what it looks like based on the chart. Looks like a version of MACD. Yeah, it's interesting. There's like a flashing that goes on every now and then. I feel like it might just get in the way, but I see it working. I mean, I see the intrigue behind it in terms of like popping signals out. You still need to know, what your profit targets are and all that fun stuff. And I think the one problem is that you could be a little bit late to the party, but it's nice. It adds that extra kind of taste of confirmation, for sure. So pretty sweet. It shows actually a lot of my pre-market trades. Oh, I would have tripped over myself. Heavy pre-market. So pre-market, I'm just watching this thing. I entered here and then it had the PPS signal. I entered here and then it had the sell PPS signal, which actually ended up being a win trade. So this one I would have stumbled over myself. This one, if I was waiting for the signal, I would have been late on. This one, there's a signal here. This would have just been generally good. This was like the perfect one. Yeah, it's interesting to kind of look at. I probably won't keep using it, but I do like, I think it's like definitely training wheels in a way, or potential extra confirmation. Yeah, Larry, every morning we go live 9:15 a.m. Hey, heck yeah, man. Happy to have you here. Hey, yeah, that's true, David. Everyone's here. It's a good fun community. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you learned something today. I know I sure have. I just learned what PPS is. I got my little PPS clicker now flashing on my screen. No, it's probably a study that somebody uploaded on TOS. TOS is very friendly with the studies, and people can add and share their studies, which I find pretty cool. A big benefit to sharing your study is the fact that you get feedback on your studies, which is really, really nice. Which I find very, very helpful. Yeah, so it's funny because it like flashes, and then sometimes it disappears. Nice, Michael. Oh no, Thursday or Friday. That feels like a lifetime away. Sandra, it's a study on TOS. I don't know if you're using TOS. If you go to add study and go under P, which honestly, this is probably like the worst way to do it. If you go to all studies, let's see here, under P it was somewhere. There it is, PPS. Just click on it and it will pop up on the chart. And we were looking at it a little bit earlier in this live stream on my other chart. I'll keep it on my other chart for now, but I don't want to clutter my primary chart. Yeah, guys, if a ticker's working for you, there's no reason not to just stick with it. Sometimes that's what I was doing with ANVS. You know, I've traded this one, 2, 3, 4, 5 times today, and I'm up almost $200 on it. I'm trading with about between $1,000 and like $1,500 position sizes. So, or between $1,000 and $1,800 position sizes. So just, you know, understanding that this one's working for me allows me to kind of jump up and get a bit more aggressive on this one. I would have liked to actually probably increase my share size on this one a bit. Kind of kicking myself that I didn't. That would have been probably a really good idea. I traded lighter pre-market, and then I traded a bit bigger size after the market opened. So that was kind of good. Big pullback there on ANVS. You need the 25K, Michael. The blue arrows, Heiko, I think are potential buy entries, and the yellow are potential, you know, dip entries. Vamos a la playa. Short entries, I guess you could probably say. Yeah, Corey, nice work. Corey, you should shoot me an email, alex@tradejournal.co. You've been here for a long time. We should chat. I don't think I have your email. They start, you'll see in a second, they start blinking when they think that something might happen. It definitely is an interesting thing for sure. Looking back at the chart, it seems like it definitely could have helped. But in the moment, it's always different. Sweet. Definitely, yeah, good point, Renee. Kind of like confirmation arrows. CRVS trying to come back here. Gotta say, this is looking like a pretty sweet potential setup. Might look for a setup here. 616, looking for an entry. Pullback was a little bit weak. Looking for a further setup. Maybe we can see a bit of a breakout. Gonna give this one just a tad longer. Out on this trade, was hoping we would get a better ride. Didn't really feel super comfortable with this one. That was a bit of a hectic trade. Apologize, guys. Sometimes my trades are a bit sporadic. I like this quick little pullback we had, but I didn't really trust this one to break out because of the low volume. I was hoping for faster transition. Let's see here, pulling back again, 609. Bigger sell volume that I typically would want to see. I probably won't enter this again. This has way too much sell volume on this second candle. Could be a good setup though. Boom, here we go, breaking higher. 2% would have been up. Not bad. All right, Renee, take care, man. Thanks, Selena. Yeah, there's honestly the board, the to-do board, where you like slide stuff across. It is jam-packed. Maybe I'll come out with a place that you guys can see upcoming features. But yeah, Selena, it's being worked on every day. Happy that you're liking it. The profit and loss calendar is definitely a big one on the to-do list. Might take a little bit longer here. CRVS, yeah, boom, look at that move. Not too bad. It's kind of what I was waiting for. I just read South's comment. Yeah. I can really picture that too. Oh my God, Jeffrey, you must be freaking tweaking all over. I would be doing backflips. I don't even know how to do a backflip. I have 9-minute EMA and VWAP on my chart. The red lines are self-drawn support and resistance on the daily. Phew, nice breakout there. WATT, I know you guys calling this one out a lot. Let me quickly pull it up. Yeah, it's moving a little bit slow. Perfect entry, perfect exit, only 13%. You guys remember, I'm looking for stocks with a fast rate of change. I mean, some of these moves are okay, you know, but you know, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, only 3%. That's a very slow mover. I don't know, not really what I want. Looks like it could be at the end of a longer run. I don't know. I don't, not really something I want to trade. FTEK had a nice little bounce off of 1.12 roughly, or 1.2 in that area, 1.17. Yeah, so CRVS, man, this was a perfect little pullback here. I didn't really trust it that much. I should have trusted it more. I mean, we talked about the conviction. It was at a level 8, which is my little scoring guide. So yeah, this would have been 11% trade. You know, we could have been up over 100% on this one. I mean, $100. Larry, I'm not in a CRVS trade at the moment. Good call, Corey. Also our second lead gapper on the day, so this one's definitely kind of interesting. You know, back in play here, a bit of volume coming in as well. Yeah, if it breaks back above 3, I'll put an alert on it as well. ANVS, possible bounce here. Low volume though, watch out. $10.44, guys. Big resistance here at kind of 688. Roughly where we are now. Yeah, Mike, I'll feel you on that. I don't know, ANVS could be setting up a reversal. Still kind of selling off though territory. I'm not sure when I'll start looking at ANVS again. I usually want to be looking at stocks over VWAP. Nice trade, Larry. Woo! $1 a share. Really, really solid trade. Nice call on HEPA. Sweet move here. What's going on? Oof, pulling back. HEPA has had quite the history of swings, huh? Big resistance at 434. ANVS trying. CRVS still has that big resistance here at 7. Yeah, Aggie, it's not too crazy used, but I think it's been actually picking up a little bit. Check out the first link in the video description below, /connect, and all the important stuff is there. Good question. At this time of day, past 10:30, I always use typically lighter size. Unfortunately, I didn't really use full size when it was more the hot hours, but just, you know, things get a little bit more shaky after 10:30. Keep that in mind. Unless we have a stock that's really, really hot, running up and just, you know, breaking out, then, you know, I'll still jump in on it, maybe even with full size. 284 on UMRX. It's trying, having some difficulty staying above VWAP, low volume on it. Overall, it's not the hottest day we're seeing here, but getting some decent turnaround actions. I like to take profits, Scott, between 2 and 40 cents a share on a $5 stock. That's just the kind of general zone I have for myself. Boom, HEPA running up here. ANVS as well. A lot of things just kind of started to move. Shows positive results against coronavirus. So similar to CRVS with studies with positive results. ANVS could be continuing its little move higher. Now we got interesting little movements kind of across the board. Nothing that looks like a blow-away trade. I'm more or less done with trading unless I see a good setup. I might jump on something. ANVS with an aggressive little pullback. CRVS pulling back up. This could be an interesting potential breakout back above 6.5 here. Doesn't really call for a setup though. Wow, I feel like the trading day went by so fast today. Can't believe it's already 10:56. That's just insane. I was like, what? CRVS still pumping a little bit. Having a 5-minute break above the last 5-minute open, that's a good sign. Needs to break this kind of 6.8 zone. This is the zone we were talking about, bigger support here. If we could break this area, maybe we can run up to 7.5 or so. I feel like CRVS has been a kind of tricky ticker to trade. There's been a few nice setups on it for sure that I missed, but overall, I don't really feel too bad about missing stuff on this one, except I should have re-entered here. I like the fact that I took profits on this one, kind of walked away because it was kind of sketchy, but I should have re-entered as support came in. So that's probably the one trade I'm actually kicking myself about. I don't know, ANVS, could it be a swing trade? Maybe. We could talk about that in the recap video. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this the pullbacks on the stairs. I don't know, or buying the breakouts, but again, I'm not the best breakout trader, so I'm totally okay with just admitting the fact that that's not my forte. And besides taking small position size shots at it to try to get better, I'm not gonna just blindly trade breakouts on a stock that's already hard to trade. CRVS is actually now our lead gapper on the day, so it just surpassed dollar volume being traded on the day, so that's pretty impressive. FTEK pulling back. Yellow arrow on CRVS. Heiko can be our arrow announcer. Yeah, but without the yellow arrow, we can also go ahead and kind of assess this a little bit more. We try to break out here, right? This had the big volume, got rejected, had a pullback, which is totally fine. Looking now to set up a trade here, had lower volume than the first attempt. That's not usually what you want to be seeing. Failed that. I'm not sure where the yellow arrow is popping up, but this fail alone and then the break at the 9-minute are two red flags. But yeah, it's really nice to have kind of that additional confirmation. So that's pretty cool for sure. I wish I had that when I first started trading. Yeah, ANVS just had a serious little dip there, huh? I got a freaking lemon slab just glued to my mug. ANVS, pretty wicked little pullback here. You don't really add volume to a chart. It's already in the chart. If you want to separate the volume, which I find is a very good idea, you go to appearance. Where is it actually? Or no, you go to general. And you could click overlap volume, which makes it blue, or in my case, I colored it. But I don't like this because it's so hectic, so I don't do that. So I separate the two charts because it gives me a little bit more clarity. And if you Heiko, you probably have the blue one still, I think, on your preset. So you can say color as symbol ticks, or you say preset color. And you probably have preset color. I like the symbol ticks. Yeah, ANVS just had quite a nice little dip there. If anyone was interested in that dip by 6% bounce, pretty sweet. So yeah, usually by now, I like I said earlier, I would pretty much be totally wrapped up. I'm just kind of chilling here a little bit, watching the charts. Maybe we'll see something, but overall, really from 9:30 to 10:30 is my favorite trading time. And then if we have a hot stock, I will trade it pre-market, but only as it's really, really showing volume and I'm trading into moves. I'm not just holding something, because pre-market is a time where halts and warrants, and actually not halts, but warrants get executed sometimes. Sometimes offerings come out, news comes out. I don't really want to be part of that. So I'll trade a hot move, but I'm not going to hold it very long. There's a little bit of bromance going on in the chat room. That's always good to see. Slow times are okay. Perfect time to ask yourself if you hit the like button yet. I don't even think I've hit the like button yet. It's been pretty helpful. I like kind of watching this PPS thing. I'm watching it on the side of my screen with ANVS. I'm always like, is it going to show an arrow? Is it going to show an arrow? I'm not gonna lie, it's extremely distracting for me, but it's good at the same time. I don't really like how it's messing with my psychology as it is, though. There we go, Larry. There's an idea. Shark eats gym time. Nice. That's how you do it. Yeah, we might have some good setups here. I'm going to keep a close eye on the markets. I mean, it's we might see something making some moves soon. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe UMRX or something else started moving higher. In the recap video, like always, we're going to see maybe there's some swing trades. I'll go through anything that I plan to maybe hold or I want to maybe buy a bit more aggressively. At the moment, I don't really see that. I don't like holding biotechs overnight. They tend to really be the one-day wonders. So like the other stocks that are in some sort of industry that's non-biotech related and has that macro kind of swing behind it, I like it a bit more. With the biotechs, it seems like, one day up, direct offering back down. I don't know. They're not really my favorite, but we'll see. ANVS could be a huge afternoon run. Right now, it had its first massive leg to the upside. It's consolidating. If it keeps holding the highs, it could have that second big rip up, maybe at around 12, maybe in the afternoon. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. But at the moment, I'm a little undecided about it. Had a nice run, though. KMP, man, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot for that. I appreciate you like it. Ryan, there's nothing wrong with that. That was so me yesterday, man. We had some really nice moves yesterday, and I tripped over myself on each and every one of them. It was pretty embarrassing. It's also much worse when like everyone's watching you trip over yourself. But whatever, it is what it is. Sometimes it's just not. It's just not your day. It definitely wasn't my day yesterday. GMBL rising from the ashes. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. Otherwise, I'll be wrapping up here in a second. It's nothing wrong ending a day a little bit earlier. Good to take some time to rest, hit the gym. That's always a good idea. Already had my gym session today. GMBL, yeah, kind of an interesting. Wow, this thing sold off so much, so heavy. Just keep an eye on the fact that this thing has very low volume here. Could be interesting if it starts breaking back above VWAP. It's going to be a lot of resistance there for sure. Looks like it had a failed move so far. Okay volume, but it might need a little bit more than that. Big resistance at $8. $10 seems to be kind of a point on this one as well. $8.5 is an interesting zone. Woo, nice. Happy to have you, Ryan. 3:30 a.m. in Honolulu. Wow, that is some dedication. Or why are you up so early? Are you up for other reasons, or you just kind of happen to, and you happen to stumble on the channel, or are you up because you love trading the market open? Because honestly, if I lived in Honolulu, I would also wake up at 3:30. It would probably be tough, but I would do it. I kind of wish I lived somewhere. How do I word this properly? West of New York, because then I could be done with the kind of trading part of the day very early on, which I find is kind of nice. That would be kind of cool. Wow, ANVS guys pulling back heavy. Whoo! Makes me go, ugh. Tropical like Florida. Yeah, honestly, I love Florida. I have nothing against it. It was super good. I lived in New York City as well. Loved that place as well. But I was just saying, somewhere you can just like be done with everything early on in the day. I think that's really cool. Like if you live in California, you're 3 hours ahead or back. So that's pretty sweet. I mean, 6 o'clock, market open, 6:30. Yeah, you're done with work technically by like 9 o'clock. Maybe even like 8:30. That's pretty sweet. Is there an app for a trade journal? Unfortunately not. You could save the kind of icon on your phone. That's what I do. But there is no specific app for trade journal. And at the moment, we're not planning one just because we have so much other stuff going on. But I would love at one point to get an app. But yeah, right now it's just like the simple icon you can generate if you have, I think it's Samsung. I think it also, or Google Android. It should work on a Apple, but I don't have an Apple, so I can't really comment on that. M Ryder, check out the resolution at the bottom. You should be able to make it HD. Sometimes if it drops for a second, it'll change the quality to like 400 or 600. What's it called? Not pixels. Oh god, serious brain fart. And yeah, you could change the resolution at the bottom right of the screen. Yeah, in Hawaii, you can be done by work with 6 a.m. Yeah, I think that's amazing. You have all day to do whatever you want. 6 a.m., that's like perfect. Then Like the sun's coming up and boom, you're ready to paddle out and go surfing. That's huge. Actually, guys, big news. I didn't really say this yet, but in September, which is my birthday month, no, that's not as important, but in September, I'm going to Portugal for a month. I rented a house and Piche, I think the place is called, the city. And I'm going surfing just for a month straight. I will still be streaming and I will still be trading, but I will be in Portugal surfing. So if you guys are in Portugal, drop by. It's gonna be fun. Heiko, feel free to fly up. We got a whole house. I think we even have a guest room. It should be good fun. So definitely, September is gonna be a funny month. Yeah, David, that's a really good way to point that out. Everyone has such different time zones. So it's like after the stream, everyone's going to be doing such different things. Like I'm going to be quickly probably throwing some, food up, or, I always prepare dinner like pretty late, honestly, just because of the streaming. So like at 8, I'm eating. Then a recap video, I usually do before dinner. It's at the end of my day. Like all morning, I already had my morning work session. I already went to the gym, which is just a track with these pull-up bars and stuff. It's really kind of simple, but it's really nice. What's the name of the break you're surfing? To be honest, I actually don't know the name of the break, but this is the name of the place. Wait, hold on. I think I'm spelling it wrong. Let me look it up first. Lisbon, Piche. Peniche? Peniche. I knew I was gonna spell it wrong. It's on Magic Seaweed, so that's how you know. It's honestly the surf there. I was so surprised. I spoke to several people that went there before, and it's one of the best surf spots. Well, there's a lot of you guys in Hawaii. Is trading in Hawaii like a thing all in Honolulu? Do you guys all know each other? You guys should meet up sometime. That'd be fun. Stay up till the market closes till 4 a.m. Oh my God, no way. That's savage to see. That is savage. Yeah, I would love to surf the Philippines. Heiko and I might do a surf trip to Central America, but I don't know if that one's gonna happen. But Philippines, yeah. Heiko, let's plan a trip to the Philippines. The only thing I care about besides the waves is I need a house with internet, and I need good internet so that way we can still stream live trading. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. M Rider, check the video description below. I got my 2 scanners that I use and also an import link. So if you use TOS, you can use that right away. You know, 3-hour drive from your city, that's not too bad. In Florida, 3 hours is nothing. In Europe, 3 hours is kind of a serious drive. Pinche has big waves. Nice, that's what I like to hear. Although how big are we talking about? I'm from Florida. I'm not used to the biggest stuff. I'm actually not sure. Heiko, where was the Central America trip that you were possibly planning? It's more fun in the Philippines. You'd love it here. You're probably right. I'm thinking ANVS could be a potential trade, but I don't like that it's just selling off so aggressively. Gonna go for a small position size potential trade on ANVS. Let's see if we can get some resolution on this one. Possible break in the 9-minute. Small size. Wow, this one had such low volume, that breakout basically did not work. I think I walked away green on that one. I'm not even sure. Yeah, so this is why I use light size later in the day. So sold half of my position at 30, the other half at 25. So yeah, I probably walked away with a few dollars on that trade. Just be careful, guys. Later in the day, the action is very light. I don't know. That was kind of, probably should have just left that one be. Oh well, that was kind of fun. Here it's going again, 20 back to 29, 26. Yeah, I probably jumped the gun on that exit. What do you think about EOLS? The big dip today, cosmetic surgery in Newport, rich people. Yeah, Newport. I don't know. I have not been looking at EOLS. It's not even my scanner. Yeah, the island life, chill and trading. Yeah, that's some good fun. I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to. Kind of a month of just, you know, paddling out, and I think I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. I don't know. Like, if you know anything about the company, this could be a good like multi-day hold. But I don't know anything about this company. Would have to look into it. You know, it looks almost like some warrants happened or something sketchy happened. Maybe some bad results. I would have to look into this one a bit more. I mean, either it's a great, you know, dip buy and you're getting good value, or this thing is seriously a failing business and pulling off, and it's going to be dangerous. So I would have to look into it a bit more long term, but I don't know. I don't really have an answer for EOLS. In terms of day trading, I don't really see it too interesting. Had some nice moves here. Now it's kind of on the backside. Yeah, I mean, this could have been, for sure, this could have definitely been hot to day trade. You know, this was a 30% move, not too bad. Had a solid red to green, consolidated, had a nice dip here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, day trading potential is pretty nice on this one. Huge sell-off here, found some support at 2.6. Kind of reminds me of Hertz a little bit. Michael, you figured... Every trader has that relationship with the market, like clockwork. That's how it goes. ANVS sold off as well. See, you know, it knew I entered this one and it pulled off. That's why I don't really like trading these things pulling back. I was looking for a 9-minute EMA break. We did get it for a second. It just didn't last. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. And before, oh yeah, HEPA's flying. Woo! Looking good. Sweet stuff on that. Didn't I have an alert on this one? Oh, it already went off. Yes, smoking hot. Actually, hold on. Let's see here. What's going on? 4%. Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty strong. 1 second. Let's quickly zoom on this one before we wrap up here. Big volume on the day. HEPA with the micro news and around a macro topic. That's really nice. Decent rate of change. Big resistance above though. Yeah, what do you think, Heiko? What are you thinking about it? Make me want to watch surf videos. Maybe get a quick little dip here. ANVS kind of pulled back up a little bit. Possible entry if we get a bigger pullback here on HEPA. No, it doesn't really look like it's going to try to. I'm not a big fan of that cold water, to be honest. I would definitely, I'm already looking at wetsuits, let's just say. What happened with CR? Wait, heck, that's not what I want to hear. Pulling back heavy. Pulling back real heavy. HEPA pulling back maybe a little bit as well here. Possible entry on HEPA. All right, I'm gonna remove that limit order. I missed my entry on HEPA like several times, kind of annoying. So I'm gonna wrap it up with that one. ANVS as well, looking sketchy. Yeah, HEPA, man. I mean, good call out on that one. 1AP Pro. I missed it. It is what it is. ANVS. This was really the winner for me today. So it looks like we're going to wrap up today with a nice little bit of profit. Let's see. Let's move the filled orders here for a second. So yeah, nice $200 day. We haven't had a $200 day in a bit, so that's actually kind of something to celebrate. Would you invest in Tesla? Probably, but not at these prices. Even Elon Musk said the price is too high. I think Tesla is a great company, but I would like to. I would probably buy it on a much bigger reversal. Bis gleich. All right, David, take care, and I am wrapping up as well. Like, yeah, I think you were answering me because I was saying I'm leaving. Sweet guys. Heiko, I hope you recover from that trade. Text me, let me know what's going on. I will see you guys in the recap video. Like always, guys, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. I will see you guys then in the recap and first thing tomorrow morning. Yeah, guys. All the new people, subscribe, join the community. We want to see you again. Ciao, ciao, guys.